Anthony Manzano's got a question here. He says, a wholesome one. Do you think Frank, Josh, and Mario have to adjust the way they recruit the quarterback position? Because it seems like Josh's schemes run better with the dual threat quarterback instead of a traditional pro style.
Thank you, Anthony, for the question. Personally, I don't think that Coach Gattis will be here um, this upcoming season. There has been rumors about him staying. I don't think so, especially when something that was very telling to me is that Tyler Van Dyke and Jake Garcia both reassured they're going to stay here at Miami. Not rooting against Coach Gattis or rooting for his demise, anything like that, but both of these young men were very talented prospects over the last year or so. Jake Garcia was the number 6 quarterback in the country, and neither one of them looked like they could even. They looked like North Dakota 1A ball. Okay, they looked horrible out there trying to throw the football as far as the route combinations and throwing 6 interceptions in the game. It just looked pathetic. So, with that being said, I think it's. I really think that they're going to go somewhere in a different direction offensively with whoever the new coordinator is going to be. When it comes to Coach Cristobal and recruiting quarterback, recruiting a young man and getting him in the door is one thing. Having that young man be a part of a scheme, be a part of a system, be a part of a way of playing offensive football to be done in the correct way that fits them is a whole separate thing. What I think Coach Cristobal has to do is shake his way of thinking that offense needs to be played. Come to 2022, almost 2023, and understand that you need a little bit more of a balanced version of the power spread that you like to run. Look at Ohio State, Mark. I'm sorry to say that. I know you guys have been licking your wounds since Saturday. It's a tough one. I understand. I've been there all season. It's all good, baby. But that offense and the way that Coach Ryan Day has coached that offense since before he even became the head coach is spitting out first rounders. It's a great offense, a great philosophy, and the way that he attacks defenses. So I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more balance, not just the run heavy and not just the super pass heavy, but get a little bit more balance on the way that we coach and scheme the offense on Saturdays.
All right. The McKean 83. I feel like our Garcia and TBD problems weren't Gattis. I say it was Ponce because it was his job to get the ready for the schemes that Gattis called.
I'm careful with that because I know a lot of people want to throw stones at Coach Ponce. But, Mark, I'm going to ask you this question I asked a bunch of people on my channel. Let's say, for example, you have Larry Johnson, who is the head defensive line coach at Ohio State, correct?
Yes.
Do you think his interior defensive line coach has any more power over Larry Johnson?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do you think Coach T-Rob, who coached at Miami and left Miami to go to Alabama, even though he's in the Ring of Honor at Auburn, whatever, he goes to Alabama. He coaches the secondary. You know who also coaches the secondary at Alabama?
Nick Saban.
You think T-Rob has more say-so on how the DBs are going to be, how the DBs are going to play and the stances and the way that they need to look over Nick Saban?
No.
Okay. So for us to continue to throw stones at Coach Frank Ponce, and like I said, you could point at everybody involved, and everybody has a pie, has a slice of this pie tasting like crap, and they have a reason for it. I just don't know if we can put that on Coach Ponce when he has to coach the scheme the way that he is being told to coach it, whether he agrees with it or not, because he's just the quarterback's coach. When the offensive coordinator is over there playing coaching the wide receivers. That's so backwards, but whatever. Thank you for the comment. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, Miami King 83, for your comment. I just personally think that that's not necessarily fair to Coach Ponce to put the blame on him. And I get it. You talk about the position coach, but the position coach is directly affected by the play calling and directly affected because he's being told to do something that may not even fit the way he would coach the young men up to be. I will leave it at that.